Kutchins Adler, the buttery babe. Welcome to my kitchen. Well, it's hot today here in Chicago, meaning it's 15 degrees instead of the -20 we've been having, which means I'm still freezing and dreaming of the heat of Mexico. So, I thought, how can I bring a little Mexico to me? Because Cancun is not in the budget this week. And then I remember, corn tortillas have 2 ingredients. I've never made homemade tortillas before, so welcome to our first cook-along. We're going to find out how to do it all together. The tortillas themselves have very few ingredients. We have 1 cup of masa harina, which is a very finely ground cornmeal. We have 3/4 of a cup of room temperature water and a pinch of kosher salt. Because I've never made them before, I don't have a tortilla press. So we have our trusty rolling pin, and we have a gallon-sized freezer bag that I just cut open the side so I can make a little foldy-doldy. Behind me I have our cast iron skillet heating up over medium-high. It does take a little while to heat up, so I got that going already. I don't have a comal, which is the traditional skillet, because I've never made them before. First things first, I'm going to take off my rings because we're going to get messy, folks. Not too messy, but messy enough. Rings off. So we're going to take our 1 cup of masa harina, which I literally just bought at the produce market. It's available pretty much everywhere. And we're going to add a nice hefty pinch of kosher salt and 3/4 of a cup of water. The masa harina is super finely ground, so it's going to drink this water up in a hot minute. And as soon as it makes a ball in our bowl, which is fun to say, a ball in the bowl, we're going to take it out and we're going to work it on the counter for a minute. And then we're going to roll our tortillas out. It smells good already. It's such a fresh, clean corn flavor. You know, it's going to get nice and toasty in the pan. See, that already came into a ball. There's nothing left in the bowl. It did it all by itself. We're just going to move to the counter. The counter's not even floured. You don't need any extra stuff. And you're just going to need this for a minute, and you're not building any gluten because corn doesn't have gluten, which is great if you're celiac or into trendy diets. But you want it kneaded for a minute or 2 just to come together, which will make it a little bit easier to cook it. And that's that. So we're just going to leave that on the counter, and we're going to pull off a little ball. This is maybe about 2 tablespoons, what fits nicely in the size of my hand. I'm going to open up our Ziploc bag and put it in the middle, and give it a little squish, and then we're going to close it. So we're going to start rolling, and I want to keep it as round as possible. Maybe not too round because it's my first time. So we're just going to keep turning it. And I think we want to get it fairly thin so that it cooks through. But again, my first time. So here we go. That's about as round as I'm going to get it right now because I'm not a perfectionist on my rolling. And it's nice and thin. If we open up the plastic, you can see it's nice and thin, maybe about 1/8 of an inch, and it's even, which I believe is going to be the key to getting it cooked. My camera girl wants, so our griddle is nice and hot, and this is just my cast iron skillet, and it has no grease in it. And I also have handy a plate and a towel so we can keep it warm. Now, if I was making these for a party, I would probably roll them all out and put them between layers of wax paper so that you can do them all at once. But we're just cooking for 2. So, I already peeled off that top layer when we looked and see it was thin. And now we just pull off the second layer. It comes off nice and easy. And we're going to put it right there. Traditionally, tortillas are flipped 3 times during the cooking, and it should take about 30 to 45 seconds each flip. So I'm going to be quiet for a few seconds. I know it's hard and unbelievable. And now we're going to flip. I'm just using my fish spatula because it's thin. You see how we have the nice charring on the outside? So that'll give it a really delicious, toasty, roasty flavor. And then we're gonna wait a few seconds more. And now we're gonna flip, so that's flip number 2. And again, the 45 seconds. If you look closely, it's just starting to puff a little bit. I've been told that a puffy tortilla is the best tortilla. I think any tortilla is a good tortilla, so I don't know about that, but I'll take it. And then we're gonna do our 3rd flip. And I've got my towel ready to keep that tortilla nice and warm. And we'll see how we go. So, pulling our tortilla out. It's very hot and very delicious. It smells like heaven. So we're just gonna open it up. You see how it's almost flaky and delicious and so yummy. So good. I'm Emily Kutchins Adler, the Buttery Babe, making corn tortillas for the first time ever, here for you. You can follow me on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, LinkedIn, and of course my website, www.butterybabe.com. Thanks for visiting.